everything. Arabia, Golders, Arena, here we go. Daut versus Bact. Not a lot of arena games, sadly. Malians versus Indians. I think Indians take this one. Like, I'm not saying Malians is bad, but if we look at the tech tree, you know, they're like best chance to go is hand cannoneers. You don't have halberdier. Champions, the arbalest, probably the strongest combo they can pull. It's so fucking expensive, right? Like, you would want HC halberdier, or you would want like champions arbalest, you know, like, or arbalest and like, you know, bombards, but they don't even have like the best thing about a civ is that they have siege onager. Okay, so like champions siege onager or champions arbalest is the strongest plate they can pull off. But even that is kinda like not as strong as you would wish for it to be because it just requires so much eco. Okay, so looking at Bact's map, pretty good map. Back gold, back stone, back stone pocket, which is fine. Forward one stone. This, you know, his second golds are kind of forward anyway, but if the main gold's in back, you're fine with that. So nice scouting by Daut, finding the back gold, finding the wolf. You know, pretty good. Back stone. You can easily place the mining camp, delete the gate, place the mining camp. That's completely fine. Side gold, really forward map, so map wise Bact in a much better spot, but then again the air for Bact looking pretty shitty, but that doesn't matter. Pros will work anyway, that's not a problem. Daut were in the deer as well, so both players going for the typically similar builds. Not much to discuss there. Relic wise, pretty similar relics as always. 3 relics on this side, 2 on this. It's pretty similar honestly, there's not a big difference, like few tiles, which is meaningless if you can micro your monks anyway. So monk wise, if I remember correctly, Malians with the stronger monks, yeah, Malians with the full tech pretty much except illumination. Indians missed a really important upgrade, which is atonement. Yep, I was right. So Indians missing a really important upgrade, which is atonement. So smushing is not an option, obviously, for Daut because like he doesn't have the atonement. He's just gonna get slaughtered pretty much. Without atonement, you can't really smash. So I would expect that a full defensive play from Daut at this point, going for, you know, yeah, going for the stay, but that's also fine. Maybe add some camos, maybe probably scouts. So Indians in Imperial Age should overpass Malians in every situation, just because their hand cannoneers get +1 range, which is completely huge considering that you can just go for hand cannoneers and halberdier with them, or even taking the Imperial camo to deal with the arbalest and pikes. Not as strong versus those as you would want. So double monastery coming out from Bact as expected, and the Siege Workshop as expected. I would like it to be forward. I would totally like it to be forward, but that is okay. Because he probably sees the scouts, so that's why it's in the back, which is still fine. Because he doesn't even want to, you know, like he got the loom, but it's still like completely fine. Trying to convert the scout, not gonna happen as expected. Daut just pulls it back. I think the only reason why Indians were so popular and strong is they had the civ components didn't have to think about. Exactly, like Indians pretty straightforward. You know, a lot of these civs like have, you know, some strategies that, you know, need to be played. So Bact gonna lose the first relic. He's just gonna steal it. He doesn't care, honestly. It doesn't matter. He steals the first one. There are like a lot of scouts here, so Daut really attacking into the scout line, which is okay because of the extra villager bonus he has from the Indian eco bonus. Plus minus, they're gonna, like, he's still ahead because double monastery siege workshop, as we see Bact still on 1 TC, going for the triple monastery and the barracks. So he's aiming to finish his game in the castle age, but he's not gonna be able to do that. Plus the white caps coming in, they're gonna clean up the monks and cleaning. What? Oh my. What? That was like last second convert, so really good from Bact, really damn lucky from that one. Last second convert, getting 2 white caps, so Daut losing the ground right now. Already planning to give it up. I would honestly give it up because, like, if we look at Daut. Oh wait, I was looking at Daut. So Daut's like Fog of War. He already sees like the. Honestly, he knows Monastery Siege Workshop. So he knows that Bact is taking into a lot of like castle edge stuff, and what Daut is pretty much doing is just giving a Bact, free white caps at this point, which is just so huge for this much. So I don't really understand why he was still building white caps after those two got converted, because that was just a complete waste. Because he was already behind, and not one white cap ain't gonna change that. So Bact pushing in. This is what I don't get. Why wouldn't you attack the wall? Why attack the gate, which is 1k stronger? Really confusing, but whatever. So castle coming out from Daut. If Bact sees it, looking at his resources, he doesn't have the resource to quick imp obviously. He's going for the safe. This is like what we already did, going for this much and then just going for the safe 3DC boom. Like, you usually start adding TCs around 20, 22, 23 villagers. But if we look at Bact, he's going into heavy stone, suggesting he's gonna try to like place the castle, because when this gets down, he sees the wall off. He should expect some sort of castle coming out from down on it, honestly. So let's see what happens now, because this is really important, because the decision making really depends like on how the game goes from now. So he should send in one white cav. You always want to send in something before the Rams and shit. Okay, so sending in a white cav, going for a lot of monks, so he's really dedicated for the smush. And he sees the castle, immediate withdrawal back, as expected. I'm gonna pull up the monks as well. Yeah, he can, like, now he's gonna try to push the side. The monk's giving the illusion here, which is completely fine. So one thing he can do is he can go for the 1TC smush and just get imp, take the castle down, and then just push before like Bact has any time to actually respond. That's what I would like to see. Probably we're not gonna see this. If you look at Bact, he sees the main gold, so I'm not sure why aren't there monks on that side, as he's bringing them right now. So one Magno coming out. Does he have redemption? I think he does not have redemption yet, so he's not gonna be able to push this very easy. So he has the stone for the castle, obviously, right? So he's okay. So he realizes that he's probably gonna bring bills forward or something like that, but he's still on 2 TCs, right? So 27 2 TCs. He needs to put some damage on, otherwise he's just gonna get outvalued by Daut. So let's see how it goes. There was actually one arena game I was watching yesterday. It was like Mongols versus Camel Archers, so Berbers versus Mongols. Does anyone know who played that, guys? Like, can you tell me, please, so I can get that one as well? So Bact pushing in with the white caps, pushing in with the Rams. He's gonna lose both of these probably. It's already two. Oh man. Oh man, so lucky. That was really one converts. He should have gotten them. Really lucky there from Daut. Really lucky there from Bact, not losing both of those white caps. So now he's in a Bact is in a much better spot right now, because this is like really tight from Daut. He's trying to squeeze in all that, but he's already Imperial. Damn, I didn't even see him quick imp. So he's already Imperial with 82 pop. Yeah, pretty expected from the Indians. As I said, a great bonus. So Bact is in like a worse spot right now that he would want to. Converting the villager, bringing in the Rams, bringing in the castle, pretty huge from him. Still on 2 TCs only though, so not sure what's that all about. Like, if you go for this much, might as well go for the 1 TC, not 2 TCs. Because what he's doing is, he's kind of creating a backup plan for himself, in case this goes wrong, I'm gonna go and, boom in the back. But what needs to be done, he needs to be imp to take down the castles, right? It was Dauter's Bact as well on Hideout. There's Eminrek Fortress. Oh, yeah, I want to watch those as well, but they're not even close to Arena. Because in Fortress you just go up so fast, they're gonna go for the safe boom. Like, it's similar, but it really doesn't help me, because like I just want to see like what's happening here pretty much. So Trebuchet coming out as expected. As I said, this is really bad because he sees the Imperial. He can't kill a Trebuchet in Castle Age. That's just not gonna be possible. So Daut in a really good lead right now, and like you can't really say Bact misplayed it, because like what happened was what typically happens: the castle, then the stone walls, and then you just can't push anymore, right? Especially in higher level play, you just can't push. Like, there's no way to push this anymore. So the decision making should have been to either go for the fast Imperial. At this point, he would already be an imp. With the smush they did, he would already be an imp, but he overboomed, so now he has to go for the Imperial battle. So he already has to, oh my god, a lot of idols. He already has to prepare, for the Imperial battle because he cannot win this game in the Castle Age anymore. It's already too late. Bomber Cat's coming out, gonna clear up the Rams, gonna clear up the Monks if needed, so he's already behind a lot compared to how he could have been if he could have pushed. And it's not that he misplayed, but like at this level, I would expect him to honestly go for the fast imp and then boom up. He just kind of didn't. And now it's already too late because he doesn't have the stone for the second castle, right? So like, honestly, he's just gonna try to reboom and go for the Malian archers, which are worse than the Indian ones. So he's just so behind right now on techs, so behind on the actual game plan, like if you could compare the smush, right? So there's like phase 1, right? Like, okay, so there's like phase 1, okay? Smush, phase 2, Imperial Age, Castle, Trebuchets, slash, boom, okay? And Bact is still in phase 1 in 33 minutes. And instead of going for the Imperial Trebuchet Castle, or for the boom, he went for both. He placed the castle, which got completely demolished, right? And he's still investing in a lot of shitting monks, right? He's like on 30 monks probably. Oh fuck. 23 monks, that's fucking a lot, right? And he's just now going for imp with the 2 TCs, Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Okay. And like what's happening now is he's so split that, Daut, Daut can just go for like what he's doing right now. There's no way Bact stop this. There's no way Bact can stop this one. Conversions coming in, which is really nice. Monks following though, getting few conversions. It's just that, like, if you like, the score already says a lot, right? What I would expect, from Daut, which I'm not seeing, is going into white caps, honestly. Because he knows the monks are there. Like, H cannons is the best way to go, but at this point I would expect some sort of addition of white caps at least. And now, when he sees, the monks, it should be mandatory. Because since, he's already adding stables. Since we're in a tournament play and not, like a typical 2K Woobly, there are difference. There's a big difference. Because in tourney you want to play more tight. That's why you see like all these booms and shit happening, right? You see like all the eco happening. Like you don't see 1TC, pushes. Except with posts as well, yeah. You don't see 1TC pushes, right? And that's where like all this decision making comes in, like the phase transition, which is really common in Arena, because right now, like, Daut should take a game, honestly. Like, I'm gonna watch it because I just want to see what's happening, but he should be able to take the game. So let's see. Back in Imperial, obviously going for skirms, going for the Imperial monks, and going for siege rams. Like, this is the thing with Malians. You don't really have that much options. Your archers suck, okay? Your champions are not as good because HC just rapes, and you don't honestly have anything else. In Arabia it's a lot different, but in Arena you're aiming for the imperial value. You're not aiming for, okay? You're not aiming for. Like, for example, if you play Franks, you're like, oh my god, I have, best paladins in the game. Fuck yeah, that's gonna be huge on Arena. No, that is not how Arena goes. You're not looking for the strongest units. You're looking for the most valuable units, right? So, a Malian Arbalest, is really bad because you don't have max range upgrade, okay? Even if the Civ is good, in Feudal, Castle Age, that doesn't matter in Arena. Okay, like that does not matter that much as it matters in Arabia. Obviously in Arabia, Malians are really good civ. The gold upgrades, the cheaper wood buildings and whatnot. That's really good. That really helps a lot. But in Arena, even with a Civ with no eco bonuses, you can still pull off a good boom and whatnot, right? And what is happening right now, Bact is in an imperial disadvantage because his Civ doesn't offer, anything good. For example, what does Indians offer? They offer top tier camos. They offer hand cannoneers who are the strongest in the game because of the +1 range. They offer Hussar. They offer Halberdier, and they still offer a decent archery line. And they have good siege bombard cannons. Okay, so they offer so much, and the Malians offer so little. Because in Arena, the cheaper wood is not gonna matter after 20 minutes. Like, what I'm saying is, the significant value of Malians is reduced so much because of their not a special thing you can do. The only thing that makes them special in Imperial is Siege Onager, as I talked about in the beginning, which I don't think Bact's gonna tear into. And even if he does, bombard cannons and white calves are gonna eat that up with no problem. So Bact playing with a disadvantage from, the Imperial. So honestly, I'm not sure why. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is different from a tournament play because in like a regular Vubli 2K game, I would actually expect him to go for an aggressive push, just because he's outnumbered Civ-wise. Okay, so a huge fight happening. Skyrim's gonna get eaten up. No way, Bact can deal with this. No way he can just fight it out. He's gonna lose all his army, and this should be game. So I'm just gonna skip this over. So, like, the reason Bact lost... Oh my god, why is this so fucking loud? Okay, whatever. So the reason Bact lost was because of the, decision making that he wanted to play a fair game, into him. Like, he wanted to play an Imperial game, by the looks of it, right? Because he went for the huge boom, it's like 40 Cs, right? So he's obviously, like with, around 80, 90 vills, right? Daut's at around probably 110 by now. I'm just gonna check the achievements. No, I can't. Fuck. So, like this game was decided, because Bact misplayed his Civ, because he does not have anything to offer, versus Indians. He's just out Civ, right? And you would think, why, how can he win? He's out Civ. But he could have won because Daut invested so much in the castle. In this one castle. And that's where, like, the actual experience in, like, high expert arena. Because high expert arena is a lot different than low level arena. I'm talking like 16, 17x Vubli is a lot different than 2.2k Vubli arena. Like, it is a lot different. 2.2k arena is all about value. It's literally all about value. The game's all about how much value you can press, how much aggression you can press without with keeping the value game up. Okay? Like having good trades, having the eco in the back booming out and whatnot. So at this point, Bact, no way of dealing with Daut. I'm just gonna speed it up because there's not really much to go on. The game was already decided 10 minutes ago because Bact cannot win this in Imperial. He cannot. Like, if you look at these, right? +4 armor, he hasn't even get one upgrade, one blacksmith upgrade, and like they're just so weak. They're like I think Malians in Arena is really bad Civ. I'm just in the options, master volume. I don't need that eye because there's like a lot of stuff happening. So I'm just gonna speed this up because I want to see if there's like a huge comeback that I don't know, but there shouldn't be, honestly. Yeah, like obviously he doesn't want to resign because it's a tournament game, but there's just no way. Okay, GG. So Bact losing there.